Hi everybody, hope you're enjoying your night, hope you're enjoying the big board as well that you've ordered, and welcome to your Wine Together package. So we've got 6 wines for you tonight. So we've got 2 whites, 2 rosés, and we've got 2 reds for you. So we're going to go in ascending order. So we're going to go for the Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, then we're going to go for the Montrachet and the Solara, then the Gentleman and the Celice last. So starting off with the Riff, so this is a fantastic little Pinot Grigio from Veneto, so from northeast Italy. So this is really close to Venice, the winery. So Pinot Grigio, as you know, it's really light, really fresh, really crisp, citrusy fruit. That's why we're trying to start with it, just to get your palate going. It's really quaffable, really easy drinking wine, but it's got a lot more development in it. So it's not really simple, it's got lots of peaks and troughs in the flavour profile. It's a lot more complex than your standard Pinot Grigio. After each wine, I'll give you a little food pairing example. So for the Riff, I'd have lots of seafood, really fresh, vibrant, so real prawn, really light kind of styles. Moving on to the Snapper Rock Sauvignon Blanc, so this is a real staff and customer favourite. You can't really go wrong with it. It's Marlborough, New Zealand, it's Sauvignon Blanc. You know exactly what you're going to get from it. So lots of aromatics in this, so it's going to really leap out of the glass. So you're going to get all the flavours like elderflower, gooseberry, passion fruit, with a really nice resting acidity, lots of flavour. So if you're into your fruitier wines, this is fantastic. Food-wise, I'd still go a bit more seafoody, but you want something a bit more leaner. So instead of shellfish for the Pinot Grigio, you want to go for whitefish or potentially tuna as well. But you can pair it with poultry, so chicken or turkey, for example. So moving on to the first of the rosés. So this is the Montrachet, and this is from the Pays d'Oc. So Pays d'Oc is a really big region in the south of France, and that's tend to where you see the more table wines coming out, but they're still fantastic French quality. So this is 100% Cinsault. So Cinsault is predominantly grown in France, but it is grown in other countries. For example, in South Africa, Cinsault is a really big red grape there. So Cinsault has its real sour cherry flavours. So it's a lot lighter kind of style. It's almost like a Provence, but it's just not from the region of Provence. Food-wise, it works perfectly well as an aperitif. Summer day, ice cold, ice if you want it, it's brilliant. But if you are going to pair it with food, do something a little bit different with it. Have it with a dessert, for example. Not really heavy dessert, like a treacle pudding, or for example, want something light and fruity, almost like a meringue kind of thing. Lots of fruit, fresh fruit, strawberries, raspberries, and it'll work perfect. So this is one of my favourite rosés. So this is a Romanian wine, and this is from Solara. It's 100% natural, but there's no cloudiness, there's no sediment. If I hadn't told you it was natural, you wouldn't know. It's fantastic, really, really fresh, really quaffable, fantastic fruits on it. So it's a blend of Fetiasca Negra, which is an indigenous Romanian grape, and then you've got Merlot in it as well. So very similar to the Montrachet, but it's a lot more powerful in terms of rosés, really vibrant, strawberries, raspberries, real red fruits, really powerful type of rosé, but it's still quite light, really fresh, really vibrant. Food-wise, it's really versatile, so you can have it with lots of stuff, but canapés, for example, lots of little nibbly bits, perfect with your big board. Just try it with lots of things, see how it goes, see what works for you. Then moving on to the first red, we've got the Ferro 13, and this is a Pinot Nero. And if you think that sounds familiar, it is. It's just a Pinot Noir. It's just that it's from Italy. They just call it a Pinot Nero. So the reason it's called Gentleman is that the winemakers, they have their own alter egos. So the winemaker of this one is called the Gentleman. They also have the Hipster, and they also have the Nerd as well. So very similar to almost like a Burgundian style of Pinot Noir, lots of vibrant red fruits, sour cherry as well, but then you've almost got real mushroominess, real texture to it that you really like in a Pinot Noir. It's not just fruity, it's got a lot more complexity to it as well. I know it's an Italian wine, but I'd still go a bit more classic French. And when it comes to Pinot Noir, I tend to pair with Beef Bourguignon, something quite rich, so you can really emphasise all the dark fruitiness to it. And lastly, we've got the Paolo Leo Celice Salento, and this is from Puglia, And this is a blend of 2 grape varieties, so it is predominantly about 80% Negromaro, and then the other 20% is Malvasia. So it's really like classic Italian, south, like in the heel of the boot, Italian wine. So you've got lots of dark sour cherry, dark plums, blackberries, that's kind of the focus fruit-wise. And then you've got lots of tobacco, lots of cedar, a bit of smokiness as well, just because of the Negromaro. With food, keep it classic Italian. Want something a bit more meaty, sort of like a beef carpaccio, for example. That would work excellently with it. So really hope you enjoyed these wines. Hope you found a new favourite of yours as well. Enjoy your night, stay safe, and look forward to seeing you soon.